Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Random Fandom. I'm your host Ravenwood, and welcome to the Transformers collection. Here is Ratchet, and for comparison, here is Ironhide, and for comparison, here's the other Ratchet, the older one, and for also comparison, here's the dead Ironhide. Yeah, he's dead. Sprawled out, just dead. Let me fix some of his. Let me fix his posture. But yeah, so for today's episode, we'll be kind of sort of just doing a very short episode, covering Ratchet. Now, let's compare the two characters. So basically, he's like over three characters, I guess. The three variants of the. Basically, Ratchet and Ironhide share a similar mold, but they're painted differently. Obviously, as you can tell. Now, setting aside Ratchet, let's talk about Ratchet versus Ratchet. I don't have the dead version, so we'll stay tuned, I guess, for maybe next year for the dead version of Ratchet and Brawn. So that would mean I would have 3 Ratchets total. To make up for it, I will probably get another version of Ironhide. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do about this situation with getting duplicates of characters. Again, I have so many Optimus Primes. Now I have like so many Ratchets, and Ratchet's not even my favorite character out of the 3. Sorry. Well, I like Ironhide. What I'm trying to say is I like Ironhide more than I do Ratchet. But without further ado, let's get down to not transformation, because you've already seen a video of me transforming Ironhide. It's the same mold, just with some different painted details and different accessories this time. So let me also talk about the accessories and whatnot. So this version of Ratchet, as you saw in my older video of Ratchet, the old video of Ratchet, yes, he's more flexible in the sense of like I can do some weird, crazy things with him. Turn him into a wall. Probably could also turn him into a miniature base of operations or whatever. I could just do whatever with this mold. It's a fun mold, so don't get me wrong about that. It's a fun character to have. Fun. Let me straighten his posture. There we go. I just now realized he's kind of just not standing right. So anyway, I like this Ratchet more in terms of accuracy and transformation, and the vehicle mode more so than this one. Don't get me wrong, I do like that he comes with more accessories. Now, no, I don't know. I don't believe actually that it came with this accessory. I believe this came with one of the mini characters, that one of the smaller characters that could transform. But or maybe it did came with this version of Ratchet. So as you can see, he is in a you could probably can't tell, but he's in a different like shade of white. I could tell. But like this this shade of white is like a different, like it's like a snowy white, I guess. Yeah, so it's like a snowy white. Well, this is more like white, like milk. There's no other way to describe it. Yeah, like this is a fresher paint of white, like not white paint, but get what I'm saying. Well, like this feels different. If you can tell from the video, I guess. Yeah, this one is a much brighter, much cleaner shade of white. There's just no other way to say it. This one kind of feels more, yeah, slightly like sugar powder or something. This feels more vibrant, and also the red. It's the same, by the looks of it, it's the same shade of red, but he's got more, yeah, he's got more on him. Like his hands are red, which I like. There's some areas here on his feet, there's more red, I guess, more red. There's like certain areas of red that's more on him versus certain areas of red there's more on him. Now, obviously he comes with all these different accessories, like the weird thing, the wrench, the gun, and then they can combine those, his weapons can combine and whatnot. Both have clear plastic windows. I imagine that the dead one will have an opaque one. It will look similar to this one. But going on to just normal Ratchet and going on to Ironhide versus Ratchet, what I also want to talk about the different accessories is, look, notice something different? He doesn't have lights. He does. No. And you're probably also wondering if he also had a stripe issue. So let's lift up his elbow, I guess. So lift up his lift up his arm to show off the armpit, I guess. Not his elbow, but the arm, whatever. So just to show off the underside, not the underside, but like the side here, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Well, sort of his armpit, but also like the lower part right here, near the side of his chest or whatever. Anyways, obviously, as you can tell on, yeah, both versions, I had to use tape. So the other version, I would imagine that this version of Ratchet, there's a deceased version of Ratchet. I mentioned that this version would be pre-painted, and so I wouldn't have to worry about personal customization on the deceased Ratchet. But I do have to worry about the customization on this one, on both Ironhide and Ratchet. Now, setting that aside, yet how can you remove these? Because yes, I can. These little lights can be removed, and they can be attached to anywhere else on the vehicle for whatever reason. For whatever reasons you may want to have them. They don't want to plug in so well for some reason. So, or they're good at, yeah, they don't want to stick into position, I'm guessing. Maybe I'm putting these in incorrectly. Oh, okay, that's the problem. They're at a different angle. So yeah, okay. Yes, they can plug in, but I'm trying to do that differently. No, you can't attach it to that. But yeah, in theory, you could attach it to on different places on his person. You could take these off, and in theory, store them in the back of the heel. But they don't want to cooperate. Oh, this one wants to cooperate, but this one, not so much. It's a little bit loose on this one. So you just got to be careful with this one. I don't know why it does not want to cooperate. In theory, I guess you can just put them there. Yeah, here we go. They can also go here. Yeah, see? What do you know? They could also go there. So yeah, there's a... For some reason, it doesn't want to go onto the clear plastic. One of them does not want to go into this clear plastic peg here. But for the ones right there, yeah, they can fit there. And yes, you can then store his weapons. Onto here. And then you're probably wondering the big question. Can Ratchet okay, now it's not cooperating. Can this Ratchet wield this Ratchet's weapons? Yes and no. Let's see. Cannot store this on the back. He cannot store this on the back. So let's remove him from the scenery altogether. What he can do is hold this thing like this. And in a way, it kind of works like a gun. Pew pew, right? You could also touch the gun. And yes, you can also hold the Ratchet. And so yeah, voila. There's Ratchet with all things Ratchety. No, they cannot attach to the other weapons. But yeah, there is Ratchet. And I don't want to get rid of this one. This one's a nice little Cybertronian version of the character, but I can just yeah, he's Ratchet. He works well. And here's Ironhide. Medic down! I like to think that they're brothers. Or something like that. So yeah, that actually ends this episode here. Yeah, you can basically just, he can pose and move the same way as the Ironhide can. No, I'm not transforming him. Yes, he can transform the same way. So that, just know that. Just rewatch the Ironhide video and then just do the same steps. Follow the same steps accordingly to Ratchet. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification on all that stuff. See y'all soon. Probably after this Thanksgiving. Yeah, definitely after this Thanksgiving. We'll definitely continue reading The Artificer. And probably, I think maybe when this video releases, probably also depending on when this video releases, it'll probably also I won't do a stream this Saturday, which is today. I'm making this video now. But anyways, bye bye.